We're gonna win this shit. We're gonna bring free speech back, baby. You can only hope, you know. I have a lot of that. I do have a lot of that, actually. That's not hyperbole. Huh? I'm a president. Folks! It's like the Civil War. They want us to have voter IDs. They want us... I'm still Biden. I'm in Biden character right now. Dude, they want us to have voter ID, and what the fuck is their problem? How the fuck are we gonna votes? You know? How the fuck are we gonna do this shit? There's a reason I let all those people that aren't Americans in this country. What the fuck did I do that for then? How the fuck are we gonna get away with all these people who don't know anything about the difference between communism and capitalism? You're just gonna pour them in. I did a favor for the American people. I did a favor. So now we have all these votes, and they're gonna vote for us because we give them free shit. They don't know the difference, you know, the thing. They don't know. They just think, oh, the guy who gives us free shit, we're going to vote for that guy. And they don't have to have IDs, and it's great, and we get all these votes. President, the camera's about to turn on. Oh. Voter ID is racism. Blacks... There are a lot of blacks out there. Can't get IDs. They can't. And not all blacks have computers. Sir? Yeah. Kamala, come in. You know. The problem is that there's people in rural areas. They don't have access to scan machines. They can't. Do you understand what kind of... There's all these poor people in rural areas that don't know how to scan their IDs. Okay, guys, I'm done. All right, are the cameras off? Yes. Can you imagine how hard it's going to be for us to win elections when only people with valid IDs can vote? It's going to be impossible. How are we going to win? Anyway, let's have some fun. Let's take me off this goddamn screen. Because I think people want this. Don't they? I do. I'm doing this because nobody else is. If other people were doing this, I probably wouldn't be doing this.
First off, there is this incredible, really incredible compilation video of Democrats over the past couple years complaining about voter hacking and voting machines not working and election integrity problems and all that sort of stuff. Of course, it's all pre this election. Now we're not allowed to talk about that.
So this, again, I was premising by imagining doing a video for YouTube where I'm like, oh, election fraud. There was a lot of cheating and everything was wrong and the ballots are fake and the machines are calculated against us in 2016.
We got a whole bunch of Democrats circa...
By the way, this is David Rubin. Check him out. You know, he's like me. Sort of. I mean, I don't think I was ever this left. But I was center left my whole life. I voted for Obama. I know. I don't know. I was an idiot. I know. But he was too. Most of these YouTube sensations didn't vote for Trump the first time around. You look at Steven Crowder. He didn't vote for Trump. You look at Tim Pool. He didn't vote for Trump. You look at Joe Rogan. He didn't vote for Trump. I don't even know if he voted for Trump second time, but he probably should have. I don't know. There's a lot of them. Oh, why can't I fucking think of his name? Blaze. Shapiro. Shapiro didn't vote for Trump. Glenn Beck. He didn't vote for Trump. The first time around? No. Everyone I just mentioned has become an adamant supporter of Trump because of what he's done. I mean, nobody thought that what he's done is possible. And you know what? You can argue that what he's done is not enough. But think about why. Think about what it takes. What do you have to do and expose to the majority of the people to get rid of a swamp that is literally 93% of politicians? They're swamp. They're all compromised. They're all compromised or paid off or both. Majority of the cases, it's both. Probably 80% of the cases, it's both. Maybe there's 16% of them who are just bought off and they're not compromised. Good on you, you know? Good on you. You didn't give into that honey trap. Dave Rubin. You know what? This might be worth actually putting out there. Not on YouTube, though. I don't think I can put this on YouTube.
2018, basically saying everything about voter fraud and voter machines and everything else. Pretty much everything that the pillow guy, you know, Mr. Pillow, he's always hugging a pillow.
Hero. I'm getting stupid now, dude. It's late. I gotta get up early. No, was a hero. He's like gonna go down in history. His name's gonna be in the history books.
Loves Donald Trump. Pretty much everything he's been saying about this past election, well, that's pretty much what they were all saying when it came to talking about what might have happened in 2016 and what they're gonna have to do going forward. Take a look-see.
I continue to think that our voting machines are too vulnerable.
Researchers have repeatedly demonstrated that ballot recording machines and other voting systems are susceptible to tampering.
Even hackers with limited prior knowledge, tools, and resources are able to breach voting machines in a matter of minutes.
In 2018, electronic voting machines in Georgia and Texas deleted votes for certain candidates or switched votes from one candidate to another.
The biggest seller of voting machines is doing something that violates Cybersecurity 101, directing that you install remote access software, which would make a machine like that, you know, a magnet for fraudsters and hackers.
These voting machines can be hacked quite easily.
You could easily hack into them. It makes it seem like all these states are doing different things, but in fact, 3 companies are controlling this.
It is the individual voting machines that pose some of the greatest risks.
There are a lot of states that are dealing with antiquated machines, right, which are vulnerable to being hacked.
Workers were able to easily hack into an electronic voting machine. It was possible to switch votes.
43% of American voters use voting machines.
Bigot. Conspiracy theorist. What are you, a QAnon? QAnon?
That researchers have found have serious security flaws, including backdoors.
We know how vulnerable now our systems were. I know the hackathon that took place last year, where virtually every machine was broken into fairly quickly.
I actually held a demonstration for my colleagues here at the Capitol.
I think she's the one that said that Biden's a racist because she's black. She's the one who said,
well, there are a whole lot of people, especially people who live in rural communities, who don't, there's no Kinko's, there's no Office Max near them.
Do they have a phone where they can download the app? It's called Genius Scan. You can scan your ID with that app. It's free. You don't have to pay shit. It's free. Why am I even trying to argue against somebody who doesn't give a shit about truth? She's a fucking alien, dude. Look at her.
Where we...
That's a dude.
brought in folks who, before our eyes, hacked election machines. Those that are being used in.
Again, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Aging systems also frequently rely.
She could be a dude, but anyway, she might be an alien. Anyway,
on unsupported software like Windows XP in 2000, which may not receive regular security patches and are thus more vulnerable to the latest methods of cyber attack.
XP, huh? Man, I did have XP really late because none of the new operating systems supported Pro Tools software. I remember having XP for a long time back in 2000, maybe till like 2000. I think I had XP in 2012, and that was probably the end. And then 7 was kind of like, all right, I'm good, because it supported the software. The main reason for changing operating systems, this is boring as fuck, I'm sorry guys.
In a close presidential election, they just need to hack one swing state, or maybe one or two, or maybe just a few counties in one swing state.
I'm very concerned that you could have a hack that finally went through.
Oh, mamma mia. All right, so just to be clear, if you were to say any of the things that all of those Democrats...
You'd get kicked off of YouTube. Like yours truly.
And those are not random Democrats, right? Like, this video is not of just like Democrats you ain't never heard of. This video is of Ted Lieu. This video is Amy Klobuchar. This video is Kamala Harris. Like, these are mainstream Democrats.
I'm Kamala Harris, you know? And I'm just running for president. I was that black girl. That black girl that you made feel bad for some reason.
Because I know you're a right-wing maniac just like I am. If you were to say any...
You know how funny that is? Up until 2019, maybe like February or March, this dude never, ever gave in to the fact that he's right-wing. Same thing with Tim Pool. Same thing with Ben Shapiro. Like, what happened? What happened?
Hey, what happened? Any of the things that they were saying back in 2018, or basically before the 2020 election, if I was to say any of those things right now related to the 2020 election, my channel would be deleted. Like, we'd get a strike, we'd get a second strike, and we'd just be blown away. But not only that, if you were to say any of those things in your circles, in your social circles, I wonder what your friends would say. They would say you're a conspiracy theorist, you've been watching too much Alex Jones or something like that. And that's why this is...
I have noticed pretty much 20 plus people that I have absolutely relied on, and I took advantage of them because I watched their videos. A lot of the times I'm just driving. I'm driving safely. I'm not this drunk when I'm driving. And when they disappear, I'm like, well, that sucks. Mark Levin, Nick DiPaolo, they used to come up every time. Every time. Bam, bam, bam. Latest. Nick DiPaolo, Mark Levin. Every time. Loved it. Bam. And you know what happened when Trump happened? What happened in circles of people who care about the country, but they also love comedy, is that we had to abandon all of our fucking favorite... Dude, Ron Bennington. Fucking what happened to Ron Bennington? I listen to that guy every day. Amazing. It was hilarious. It was great. You could feel the chemistry. And then Donald Trump came into office, and what happened? Humor went bye-bye. And they just became this...
We say, open Biden. That's our magic word. Open Biden. I love it.
Yeah. You know, I have a theory going that whenever you see a sign language person, whoever they're sign languaging for is lying. 100%.
Whilst it is in human nature to engage in conversation with others, to be friendly. Unfortunately, this is not the time to do that. So even if you run into your next door neighbour in the shopping centre, in the Coles, whilst you're at Coles, Woolworths or Aldi or any other grocery shop, don't start up a conversation. Now is the time for minimising your interactions with others. Even if you've got a mask, do not think that affords total protection.
I think I've spoken to this a few times, but I will say, as a parent myself of 2 young children, that I want public health officials to make decisions about how to keep my kids safe, not politicians. And not only is Governor DeSantis not abiding by public health decisions, he's fundraising off of this. So my view is that, and our view as an administration, is that parents in Florida, parents across the country should have the ability and the knowledge that their kids are going to school and they're in safe environments. That shouldn't be too much to ask. And I will tell you from personal experience, my rising kindergartner told me 2 days ago she could wear a mask all day, and she's just happy to go to camp and go to school.
There is first an APA survey found that 40.
I know there are concerns about why we did not begin evacuating Afghan civilians sooner. Part of the answer is some of the Afghans did not want to leave earlier, still hopeful for their country. And part of it because the Afghan government and its supporters discouraged us from organizing a mass exodus to avoid triggering, as they said, a crisis of confidence. American troops are performing this mission as professionally and as effectively as they always do. But it is not without risks, because it's the right one, it's the right decision for our people, the right one for our brave service members who risk their lives serving our nation, and it's the right one for America. Thank you. May God protect our decision on to a. I made it. Leaders did that in Vietnam because it's the right one, it's the right decision for our people, the right one for our brave service members who risk their lives serving our nation. And it's the right one for America. Thank you. May God protect our troops, our diplomats, and all brave Americans serving in harm's way.
I don't want to spit. I want to go. I want to gag. I want to choke. I want you to.
Maybe I should sleep on it, huh?